Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cologne podcast.
I'm Mike.
And I'm Ryan.
We're two best friends. We're going on a fragrance journey. We're smelling beautiful PearleSCENT fragrances and giving you very uneducated opinions.
Today, we're going to be smelling Kajal Lamar Caviar. You were given this, correct?
I was given this by another fragrance influencer who was actually at the Kajal booth, and I'm assuming he was given the okay to give me this. Mo, hopefully you don't hear this and he's like, hey, you stole our bottle of fragrance. But
now I'm just imagining Mo sitting at the booth like, oh yeah, I got something I can give to somebody else. He's frantically looking for that one last bottle.
No, not the idiot from Texas. So, yes, while I was in Milan, I did receive this bottle of Lamar Caviar, and I scurried home and said, Ryan, I'm so excited we need to do this. And then we waited months.
You know how we do, guys.
Yeah, come on.
Is this your first fucking podcast? I mean,
don't get confused, guys. Just because we travel the world smelling fragrances, unfortunately, this is not the daily grind that pays our bills. So.
But we're working hard to make it that way.
Yeah. We're pleading for the fragrance gods out there to just open the clouds and shine a light on us. That light being loads and loads of money. There's something uniquely different about this fragrance than any other fragrance we've ever done.
Yeah, it's very obvious too.
One, it is water-based, so there's no alcohol in it. So if you're like Ryan, you got ashy elbows, you got nothing to worry about. But two, and I don't know if this is some brand new technology, because we know water-based fragrances have been around for a minute. Actually, we didn't know that. I think we just Googled that. But
we did. We just Googled it before we got on the episode.
This has these fragrance-type pearls in it. It's why they call it caviar, because Kajal has released a fragrance called Lamar back in the day, which is a beautiful fragrance.
Beautiful.
And this is called caviar because the texture of the actual juice inside is thick like caviar. If you can imagine those tiny little fish eggs all together, you know, the bougie people sliding it on crackers.
I've never eaten caviar. It's too gross looking to me. Have you had it?
Yes, I have.
How was it?
We won't get too far into that. This caviar juice.
Yeah.
We're about to slide it onto a couple crackers ourselves. But first, we got to give a one night stand review of Victor & Rolf's Spice Bomb Dark Leather.
Hit the music, Todd.
Yeah. One night stand review.
Okay, Ryan. After rolling around in those dark leather sheets, sweating in the Texas heat, was Dark Leather by Victor & Rolf a treat?
Look, I hate to be this guy. Trust me, I am a Spice Bomb ambassador pretty much, okay? We've talked about it for many years now on the podcast. Me and Mike have worn it countless times. We didn't even give a fuck. We would wear it in the Texas heat.
We'd be wearing it right now.
Right fucking now.
Yeah.
And I love Spice Bomb. The original DNA is absolutely so goddamn incredible. I think it like pulls the pants down on like a good majority of like niche fragrance. I really think it's like one of the best fragrances ever made. And then Extreme is really fucking good too. Mm-hmm. And I've liked the infrared EDP.
Yeah.
It's good too.
We've covered all that in the previous episode.
Sorry, dude. But saying all that, long-winded, I know. Absolutely, certifiably, lock of the century, disappointed. I mean, disappointed. I was looking for answers yesterday, by the way.
Okay.
And I found... Now, look.
Please don't tell me you went to Fragrantica looking for answers.
Oh, I did. I went to Fragrantica again.
That is not the place to go.
Well, I went there, and somebody summarized this up pretty well for me, because this is how it kind of felt. Because here's the thing. It actually smells good. It didn't do what Wild Elixir did. Wild Elixir smelled good. We're like, it's Mac, and we know it's probably not going to last long. And then it's like, actually, this thing grew on me. It's actually really good. Okay.
Okay.
So, a user by the name, and I'm probably going to butcher it, but Olfax Noles.
No, you probably hit that perfect.
He wrote, July 12th, he said, really enjoy the scent, but it's very much a light skin scent from early on, unfortunately. I am a self-sniffer and wear fragrances for myself without too much concern for mass projection. But this is actually too light, especially because of how good it smells. It really is good. No matter how deep a sniff I take, it just doesn't hit the satisfaction level I'm looking for, unfortunately. And there's more, but that part is what hits me. It would smell good, but it's like it's not hitting me in my soul or something. It's lacking. It's very much a skin scent, guys, which is shocking because I don't feel like the other DNAs of Spice Bomb are like that. They're very loud and peppery. I don't get the DNA of peppery in it, really. It more smells like a kind of a fizzy tea kind of thing, or tea and hay. I don't know. And then the leather, you pointed out, the leather is not leather. It's like suede.
Yeah. To me, it was just like YSL Y mixed with some Tom Ford's white suede, but just the tiniest little drop. It was almost like they say, just put a tiny bit so we can say that it's in there.
Yeah.
But it's like the titanium in Samsung phones.
Yeah.
Like just put like 0.05% titanium so we can call it titanium. That's how I feel the leather was.
Do they really get away with it saying that?
Yeah. I actually watched, the bald guy's channel where he rips phones apart.
I think I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. He, I can say bald because I am bald.
Yes. And cracker.
That's right. He actually took all the titanium pieces, melted them down, then to see what like level of titanium it is. And iPhones actually have more titanium than the Samsung titaniums.
Wow, that's crazy. But then they can just claim titanium.
Of course, just like Victor and Rolf claims leather when they just put the teensiest little in there.
Just so you know, I've tried to master doing that my entire life. I can remember a guy, he makes hats now. Can remember hats.
Yeah. Ben.
Yeah. He was in my grade. We went to school together, and he would do that in class all the fucking time. And I always try to perfect. I can never do it. I just can't do it. I don't know how you fucking guys do it. But I'm going to say this. Yeah. It's just like, it's like nothing's there. It's honestly kind of shocking. It's very disappointing because especially me, this thing, Spice Bomb, dark leather. We both love ombre leather. We're thinking leather jacket. We're thinking fucking peppery.
I think we thought what everyone else thought, which was they're going to take Spice Bomb Extreme. They're going to mix it with ombre leather.
Yeah.
And that's going to give us the best of both worlds.
And it's just not. It smells good, guys. Don't get me wrong. I know I say that a lot, but it's like, I can tell you this is a low-key fragrance that's not worth that price. It's a skip.
The argument, it's a skip for me too. The argument is that we're getting into this area where we smell designer fragrances, and we're going to run into this a lot. So is it that we just want them to take some sort of risks?
For sure.
But we inherently know that designer fragrances aren't going to do that. They have to be too mass appealing to take a swing.
I don't know. I just don't know. I smell parts of it, and to me, it has kind of some old school DNA kind of thing going on. Some fragrances of Christmas past, if you will.
Right.
But it's like the subdued version. And it's like, I just don't know what they're going at. I just don't know. I'm going to tell you, it's got to be one of the bigger disappointments I've ever had on this show.
Yeah, I agree.
There you go. It's a skip.
Well, let's jump into this big old bottle of caviar.
Let's do it. I'm ready, dude. I have been juiced to smell this. He would never even let me take a sample. So here it is. First time. I see the pearls in here. Is it going to put pearls on my freaking hand?
Yeah, get ready.
Oh, weird. Okay. Out the gate. That is kind of weird. It's thick as hell.
Yeah, so now Ryan's rubbing that all over his skin.
Oh, my God.
I'm going to spray it, but Ryan, here's the trick. You got to get a little bit further back. You were a little close.
Really? Okay, let me try that then. I'll do it another part of my body. Holy hell.
What's deceiving about this is you think because it's water-based, it's not going to project as loud.
Yeah.
But right off the bat, it's in the air.
So we've told you in the beginning, we have smells before, we both like it.
We've smelled Lamar before.
Yeah, we smelled the original Lamar, not the Caviar here. But I have always loved that one. I can't describe the smell. Like, to me, is it fruity, floral? Is it a little bit of both?
I think it's both. Yeah, so what I typically say about Lamar to people is, one, I think it leans feminine.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But to me, it smells like a candied pineapple with rose.
I don't know about the pineapple part, but definitely this candied something with the rose. I agree with that. It almost smells like Starburst in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Like a rosy starburst.
Yeah, it's so freaking badass smelling. I mean, for real, guys, the smell itself is fucking insane. This versus the original Lamar, though. I will say that it doesn't have the alcohol in it. Alcohol is going to make something brighter out top. It just is.
So you're saying that this feels a little darker to you?
Possibly, yeah. It's more, yeah, I would think that.
I'm on the opposite side of the fence.
Really?
I feel like this is a brighter Lamar.
God,
to me, Lamar has like the brightness of that fruit, but the rose still makes it kind of dark and mysterious. This is like a little more playful version of that to me.
Really?
Because it feels lighter, yeah.
I feel like it's more floral to me for some reason this way. I don't know, but it smells fucking gorgeous.
Even without the alcohol, which shows how little we know, it still feels like it's got this fizziness to it.
Yeah. It's doing that you're standing in a rose garden and like raindrops everywhere kind of vibe. I am such a fan of these types of fragrances. I can't even like describe it. It is fucking gorgeous. And I'm being, as they would say, dead ass with you right now.
There's zero cap.
No cap in this. I am being serious. That is incredible.
And for a man who usually wears a cap, Ryan, I'm shocked. There's zero cap on your head.
Wow. It's badass.
It looks like shiny, pearlescent, beautiful in the bottle. There's something to it. Again, this is like some technological advancement. It's crazy. And that's the thing, like, we're dying to see in the fragrance community. But it's what we just lamented over with the Spice Bomb Dark Leather.
Yeah.
Like, take a risk, do something new, do something innovative, like give us something.
That's definitely this.
Yeah.
Definitely this. Dude, I may have to disagree with you. Maybe it's this version over the original Lamar, but I'm going to hold the rest of my thought for the skip it, sample it, buy it section.
Okay.
Let's get into the price and trend. Trend, you know the drill. For Granica, they fucked us.
Hey, you know what we should do is just make up trends.
Fuck it. We'll do. Hey, the trend guys,
massive.
Fucking out there. It is fucking skyrocketing.
Yeah, there we go.
Price? You'd be shocked. First off, by the way, to prove that this shit is staggeringly popular right now, it's sold out on their website. But for 30 ml, it cost $168. Not bad on the pricing.
Not bad on the pricing. One, because I think this is going to operate a lot differently than just a regular fragrance. As viscous as this fluid is, you know, somebody should do a video version of a fragrance podcast where they're able to see these type of things. Wouldn't that be really cool?
That would be cool. You trying to insinuate something?
Yeah, I am. Either way, I know you can go online and take a look at this. This isn't your typical juice, so it's hard to really gauge the volume versus the price, but knowing Kajal, I do feel like it's probably still a value at that price.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like one spray just gets all over you. And then you see the little pearls on your skin because it does that little shiny thing. It's a wild new thing, dude. I can't even wrap my head around it.
Jump into this with me. I got to, or I'm going to lose my fucking mind. You're going to skip it,
sample it,
or buy it.
What are you going to do, Ryan?
Okay, now I can say what I want to say. I think you're wrong. I don't think this is as feminine as we think. I think this is pretty unisex, at least this version of it. There is something seriously badass about it. I haven't smelled something this good in a while on the podcast where I'm kind of blown away. I am telling you to your face, that smells really fucking good. And I'm really shocked. I mean, I already love the original Lamar. And there is definitely something there's some pros and cons to both of them if you want to, get down to nanocells here and compare things, whatever. But just separating it from the pack for a second, I'm shocked how much more I'm kind of enjoying this over that one, because I do love that one, but I really feel like that one does fit more of a feminine vibe. I think it smells fucking gorgeous on women. I really do. It's just it's immaculate. But there is something kind of badass. I feel like it's unisex. This one is more unisex. And I feel like a guy can actually wear this. All to say that this is probably a very hard sample to a possible buy. I hate that we're actually going to give this away, but I'm probably going to juice on it a little bit before we do, because that's pretty damn good.
No, I could see that this is unisex. I'd have to go back and review the tape run. I don't know that I was really pitching this hard for the ladies.
Oh, well,
I was talking about the...
I'm not trying to rake you over the coals here for it.
But you're like, I think you're wrong. Mike, you are wrong. He was wrong, guys. I don't think I was really selling this hard for the ladies. There is something to it that makes it light and playful.
Yeah.
It's still intriguing.
It is so intriguing.
I wouldn't be afraid to wear it, especially in the heat.
This thing is so badass. I'm legitimately shocked. I'm legitimately shocked at how good I love this, or how much I love this.
And you guys know Kajal, the presentation is always gorgeous.
It definitely is. One of
it's
our
like
favorites.
A piece of art. You'd want to show people this thing.
You think that's a lot better looking than a robot?
Yeah, for sure.
What's your verdict, though, really quick?
For a skip it, sample it, buy it.
Yeah.
For me, I think it is a strong sample for people.
Yeah.
This is something that I would definitely buy as a gift for someone.
I can see that. Yeah.
I would definitely wear this. I don't know that this is my everyday sort of a thing. I do think that the actual profile of it. So we didn't really get into who we think's wearing this, but I could see it being playful in the summer. The heat really plays into this because it's water-based. So if you're going to be hot, you're going to be outside. This is probably the best way to go rather than spray a bunch of alcohol all over your body as well. What do you think about that, Ryan?
I thought you were going to put more. I was giving you the respect to keep talking.
You're like, go on.
I'm going to make a very bold statement, I think.
Okay.
Methinks that this thing is more versatile than you think. I think this could go on a 21-year-old to a fucking 70-year-old that's dressed sharp. I'm serious.
I didn't say it couldn't, Ryan. Why are you trying to fucking fight with me right now over everything?
I'm trying to fight you.
You're like, I think you're wrong about this too.
You're in the case of Mike's 5-minute sentence.
Yeah. You're like, and the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
Yeah. No, I think this is very versatile. I'm being serious. I think it's very versatile. I think a young cat could wear this. I think a young lady. I think an older, mature person, well dressed up, going to a night out, doing something sharp. This is a really elegant fragrance. This is seriously top fucking notch.
Not only that, but it's more than just a fragrance. It is an experience at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
There's a lot going on with this. Unfortunately, we weren't able to line it up. We did try to get with Mo to get on this episode to talk about just the creation and inspiration behind this, because this is like a big swing.
Yeah.
And I feel like they made a connection. Like, I feel like this was done so well. It's the type of stuff like this that really does excite me about what's going on out there. People
Absolutely.
that are willing to kind of push the boundaries and do different things. This was the perfect fragrance to do this for.
I 100% agree. I'll tell you this off air as well. This is seriously a fucking incredible fragrance. It smells fucking good. I'm fixing to juice it, dude. Dude, it is fucking, I'm spraying it, guys. Dude, this thing is fucking nuts. Dude, I just went ham. I feel like I didn't even put a dent in that. Do you think it's because of that, the way it's built?
Yeah, I think so. I think a little bit goes a long way.
Look, I got to be a little transparent. And look, we can delete this if we got to. But It's the part of me that does hate. I do hate the side that we have like a connection with the person that makes this, you know, because I don't want people to feel like, look, Mo didn't cut us a check for this fucking thing.
Right.
But it's like, I don't want people to get it misconstrued. I'm being serious. I really genuinely love this fucking fragrance.
No, I think we have the people on the Patreon that have really affirmed like they trust us and what we say they're going to take at face value.
This seriously may be one of the, and I don't mean like well balanced and like just smell, just like in the whole thing. This might be one of the most well balanced things I've ever experienced on this show. There's something seriously unique about this scent. It's similar to things I've smelled before. Don't get me wrong, but it has its own unique quality and it is badass. It's floral to me.
I feel like this is a way to do a flanker as well.
Agreed.
It's like, let's take something that's amazing and give you a different experience with it.
I'm genuinely mad because I don't think you or anybody else is going to believe what I'm saying. I feel like I'm not being believed right now.
Well, let me take a moment. Hold on.
I'm like seriously
really going to try to live in this. Okay.
I'm serious. This blew my fucking mind. Maybe, I don't know, maybe because we just came off the heels of that spice bomb catastrophe, but this just blew my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And I'm mad that I waited this long to even try it.
I think because my initial excitement wasn't captured in the podcast, because I did like spray it and get to see it and check it out and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Kind of in the moment. And look, this is not me being braggadocious.
He's bragging.
But there is something really special. And we kind of have it here with the podcast. But when you're surrounded by hundreds, if not thousands of people that love fragrances, you can get in a group of people at Essence.
Yeah.
You don't even know them. And you're all spraying the same fragrance and experiencing it. And the excitement that hits other people, and you watch that on their face. Anyone who loves fragrances needs to experience something like that.
I agree, man.
And I'm not a sports fan, but it's like being, I remember the first time I went to Fenway Park and watched a Sox game, and the whole crowd is just into it. And you're surrounded by people that love this thing. It's like the energy will give you goosebumps.
Way different than just going into Dillard's and
100%. Yeah. And I was actually talking to you about a different fragrance that I was like, if I had smelled it on my own, I would have been like, man, it's not bad. But I smelled it with this other person, and she was excited because it was like a better version of something that she's loved for a long time. And that excitement kicking off of her made me really excited about the fragrance. And then if you take and you do that times 10 or 15 in a group of people when you're smelling something, it really is electric. And so getting around the Kajal booth and getting to do that with random people, because people just kind of come up and they'll be spraying. And so if you reach for something, you're right next to, you're shoulder to shoulder with people you don't even know. Yeah. And you start talking about it and spraying it on. And to watch all these people lift up this bottle, look at it, spray it, and be like, what? It's exciting. I mean, that makes me sound like a massive nerd.
No, I totally get that. I really do.
But there's something that just you sitting at home under some online alias, spraying things and getting online to trash people, you just will not get to experience that.
Are you talking shit to me right now? Because that was me while you were in Milan?
No, I was more talking to the trolls out there that they gatekeep the fragrance community.
God, maybe one day I'll be able to grow a fucking pair and get on a plane and go there, because it really would be badass to experience it. I mean, the both times that you went, you've had a great time with the British people.
Yeah.
Our British friends. We can say that.
Yeah.
Chris, Steve, Fredicted, Tony.
Yeah, those guys. I'm telling you, they're more enjoyable to smell fragrances with than you.
Damn.
That's just a different experience.
No, I don't doubt. It's probably more sophisticated.
It's like me and you're just like somebody took my brain and put it in another body that's less attractive. But going with them, it's like enjoying a meal, but then you're around 3 Gordon Ramsays that's breaking it down and saying like how they...
Yeah. Oh, God. Well, if you love the podcast, and I know you do, go to patreon.com/Cologne podcast. Hit us up, support the show, and you might be somebody like that's about to win this. Somebody's about to get this.
Yeah, we're about to be giving away a ton of fragrances.
You have no idea, guys.
We have bottles of 100 ml bottle of Insidious that we're giving away.
We have, I think it's 100 ml bottle of It's Time! And they're watching us via text messages.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Instagram said, hey, Bruce is watching you guys.
He can't come on the show yet, but guess what? He's watching.
So we're giving that away. We're giving away Wild Elixir.
And look, it'll probably be like we did the last. Well, you know what? Maybe we ought to pre-package them all up the 15th, because the 15th we are certifiably getting that Dior Sauvage, Eau Forte, whatever, and we're going to send that out. The last time we shipped out a bunch, we just did a mass shipment.
Yeah, we do.
7 fragrances at once.
Yeah.
Like 7 random people got fragrances.
Dude, we have so many to give away. Orion by Tiziana Terenzi. We have Crystal Saffron by Matier Premier. Full
bottles.
Big, juicy bottles of that stuff. And we're just giving them away because people are out there paying $6 a month to get extra episodes and bottles. And we're going to do lives again.
There you go. We're laying down the gauntlet. All right. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. We are back officially. Give us a little time to get back in the groove. If you're going to ride our fucking ass about anything.
That's kind of the thing is, look, we're trying to be as consistent as possible, but we're just going to be real with you. We're not fragrance influencers. We're just 2 dudes, have normal day jobs and normal responsibilities, and we love fragrances, and we're just trying to make something good for you. We really need you to help us out. If you want to see this thing keep growing, you got to become a Patreon. You're going to get stuff for it. It's not just you giving us money and hoping that we make episodes. There's already stuff out there. There's like 20-something episodes up on Patreon right now.
And until next time,
spray it up, y'all.
Hey, we're 2 normal guys. I don't know why it was so funny to me.